Sam here with your daily business boost, and in this video I wanted to talk to you about the most profitable skill in business. And no, it's not a tactic and it's not a strategy. You may be a little bit surprised by this one. I certainly was when I learned it. Here's the thing. The best way to attract people into your business that are actually going to buy your products and generate sales for your business, right, is leadership, right? Money doesn't make you a leader. Inspiring people does. Helping people make a difference in their lives by leading them in certain ways, okay? And there are 6 things in particular that I want to cover in this video to really help you understand what a leader truly should be, right? The days of the very dominant personality of the person who would just basically dominate everything physically is the leader are gone, right? We're in the new age now where you need to apply what true leadership really is. And so, number one, someone who does the work and not just tell you what to do is a leader, right? A leader is basically someone who's willing to get down and dirty and get the things done that are actually required in order to be successful in whatever it is that they're actually telling you to do. Think about it. If someone came up to you and told you, hey, you know what, you need to do 1,000 push-ups, but you look at them and they're completely out of shape, their health is terrible, you know, their skin is really off color, that you know that health-wise, they struggle on a day-to-day basis. Are you going to listen to them that that's a really good strategy to follow in terms of like improving your health and becoming the fittest person on the possible planet? No, you're probably not. Someone who is actually going to tell you, like, not tell you what to do, but show you what to do by taking action, right? For example, these videos are something that I do, and a part of it is because of the business in which I'm involved in. It's also done because I want people to understand that, hey, if I'm going to tell you that you need to do live videos because video is a wave of the future and the future is now, then I want you to understand that, hey, I'm actually applying that as well. You can go to my YouTube channel. I've got like 200 videos there. You can check out my Facebook profile. I've got videos that I've been doing for months, right? Now, so understand that you want someone who's not just telling you what to do, but someone who's actually doing what it is that they say. So number 2 is become a guru and lift people with them. Now, I hate the terminology guru. I really do. I dislike it. I really don't find any respect in the actual term. But it does hold value, right, in terms of us being able to communicate what something truly means. So becoming a guru, right, is becoming someone who is an industry leader, someone who is coveted for their expertise and their knowledge, some people for their experience. So I want you to become a guru, and this is how you do it. You decide. You decide in this moment that you're going to become a guru. It doesn't matter what anyone else says. And that alone, that mindset alone, separates you from everybody else. Okay? You are now officially a guru. And if you're looking for permission from someone, then there you go. I've just granted you the power to be a guru in your industry. Become the guru and then lift people with you, right? This is what leaders do. They're not out there, just trying to do their own thing and forget about everybody else, A true leader is somebody who's going to take his team with him. He's going to take people with him. I remember hearing once that the true mark of a great CEO is that he leaves a CEO that is equally as capable or better than what he is, right? Because that's the mark of a true leader. Someone who's actually going to be able to take a specific individual or situation or person and make the best out of it, right? So I want you to be that person. I want you to be the person who becomes the expert and then carries people with them to the success that they actually want to attain. Number 3, be humble, right? Teach, but don't preach. I sometimes get on rants when I get on these live videos. Sometimes I get on a bit of a rant when I write. But trust me when I say I come from a good place. I come from a place of humility. I come from a place of being humbled, right? And that's why I write what I write. That's why I do these videos. I don't do it to preach, but to teach, right? To share with you the knowledge in which I've had the privilege of attaining through the experience of doing this and through having the money to be able to invest in courses that are worth hundreds and thousands of dollars. Not everyone has that ability. Not everyone has that time and money freedom that I have. So I'm here to share with you, to teach you the stuff that I have learned and the stuff that I've attained and that I want you to benefit from, right? And it's not about me preaching, right? Sometimes it comes across that way, but believe me when I say that I really just want the best for you. I want the best in the situation that you're in. I want you to get the best out of whatever is going on right now, right? So number 4 is leadership is what you do behind closed doors. And this kind of ties into number 1, where it's not just about telling people, it's about doing it. So here's the thing, guys. You might see these videos, and you're like, oh, yeah, it's a 10-minute video. That's really cute. Like, it's cool that he puts his stuff out. Like, yeah, it's valuable, whatever. What you guys don't see is what happens behind closed doors, is the, 15 to 20-minute study that I do on this particular video. You don't see, the 1 to 2 hours of personal development audio that I listen to every single day. You don't see the personal struggles that I go through with mentally on a day-to-day basis. Sometimes physically, because I'm so tired from everything that's going on in life, but yet and still here I am, right? I'm doing this video, I'm putting it together, and I'm wanting you to gain value from me actually doing this. So, even things like this, right? And this is like, look at that. This is study, this is work, right? And this is one of like 4 books that are just on my desk. Yeah, it's not about what you do like in front of the camera, right? Everyone can see what goes on in the front of the camera. Like, everyone can see like the great quotes on the pages, the pictures, all the smiling stuff and being happy and grateful and all that shit. Like, everyone can see that stuff on social media. Being a leader is about what you do behind closed doors, what people don't actually see. For those of you who saw the video last week where I spoke about the iceberg analogy, right? Where what you actually see is only 20% of the 100% equation. What really goes on, all of the work that really actually happens in order for you to see that little 20% is 80% behind closed doors that you haven't yet captured, right? So being a leader is about what you do behind closed doors, not necessarily always in front of the camera. So be careful of people that you see out there who are like, driving fancy cars and, flash about how happy they are all the time, because I'm telling you right now, it's bullshit, right? You're smarter than that. Don't fall for that shit, right? They're probably driving those cars on lease and have to pay them off over the next 5 to 10 years. Sorry, but that's just not intelligent, okay? So point number 5, believe in your followers because they probably don't believe in themselves. I know I've been in this particular situation. I'm very fortunate that I'm no longer in that situation. I've built my belief system up so strongly that I believe in what I do. I believe in how I go about doing it, and I believe that I'm making an impact and making a difference to people's lives. So, but you do need to believe in other people, right? Because they don't necessarily believe in themselves and what it is that they do. They don't necessarily understand what exactly it is that you're doing and the impact in which you're making on their lives. So sorry, that was a mosquito there. I know when I was really, really struggling, when I was down and out, from probably 12 months ago. So most people don't know this story, right? But my ex-wife had an affair, right? She cheated on me, she left with the person she had an affair on. And that's fine. We're both in better places, and life really is great. I'm not going to lie. It's better than it's ever been. So, it was for the right reason. You guys know, anyone that follows me knows that I believe that everything happens for an amazing reason. So here's the thing. In that time, when I was really, really struggling, it was the handful of people that really believed in me that made a difference. My sister, a couple of my friends, my mentor, these people really truly believed in me and what I had inside me and continued to affirm to me that, hey, you've got that greatness in you. You've got that fire. You need to harness this energy. You need to channel it. You need to control it, right? You need to use this as fuel to gain what it is that you've always wanted to gain. It took me a while. I needed to overcome the pain of what was going on at that time. I needed to grow as an individual so that I could learn how to harness that energy in a positive way and channel it into something that was going to make a difference in people's lives, which is what I do here, right? So those handful of people that believed in me at that particular time had a profound impact on me. And the people who follow you, right, are going to be impacted by the belief that you have in them, right? A lot of us, we can sit here and go, yeah, you know what, like, I believe in myself and yeah, yay me, like, I'm freaking awesome and all that shit. Like, no one gives a fuck, right? And you're not making a difference in any people's lives. I mean, sure, you might be motivating them, but there's no true inspiration behind what you're being done. And motivation really only lasts, 30, 40 minutes and then it's gone, right? You inspire someone, you could change their lives forever, yeah? Be that person. Believe in your followers more than they believe in themselves. See them as the people that they can be, not who they are at that moment in time. And that will make a huge difference in terms of the impact that you make on those particular individuals. Okay? So number 6, the sixth and final point that I wanted to cover in this particular video is, I'm going to ask you a question. Do you want to be a lion or do you want to be a sheep? This might seem like a ridiculously obvious question, but look at your life and how you currently live and lead it, and that will determine the way that will help you figure out where it is you're currently at and what it is you're currently doing with your life. I'm going to urge you to be a lion, right? So let's kind of put out some characteristics between the two. One, a lion is represents strength, confidence, unity, control, and power. Things like that. Whereas if we look at a sheep, we're talking about someone who follows the crowd. They're just like the rest. They're scared. They're timid. They're undecisive, right? You see sheep when they're being herded. They're kind of all over the place, but they sort of stay with the pack, right? They look just like every other sheep, and so on and so forth. Be a lion. Be a leader. Be the trusted advisor and be on purpose. Because when you're on purpose, people will follow you. When you're living what it is that you're truly meant to live, people align with that passion, with that vision, with that mission in which you're trying to do things and you're trying to make a difference. People will want to follow you. And then you make sure that you take advantage of that trusted advisor role that you've been given and make a difference in people's lives, not just your own, right? Take that mentality on that you really are someone's trusted advisor. And if you really are their advisor, it means you have their best interests at heart, that you're going to do the best you possibly can to put them in a great situation, right? Not just do what's best for you. Yeah? So be a lion, be decisive. Build your pack of lions, don't follow the crowd of sheep. You don't want to be one of those people. All right? So that's the number one and most profitable skill in business, right? And I've spent especially the last 6 months, I've done so much development because of where I was 12 months ago. Everyone that I talk to about my personal story, people that have contacted me and asked me for help and stuff like that, they're like, dude, how the fuck did you get destroyed and shattered the way you did? And 6 months later, you're on purpose, you're on a vision, you're on a mission. 12 months later, you're thriving. It's because of the amount of development that I've done in the past year. Most people will sit down and play a victim. Most people will go, pull me because of this, pull me because of that. I didn't. I embraced that shit, right? I went out and I found myself the woman of my dreams. I went out and I found and I aligned myself with my mentor and I worked with him every single day. I sat down and I studied my ass off, right? I filled my head with knowledge so that I can attack what it is that I really want to do. That is to build a 6 and eventually a 7-figure business online. I do development every single day. Sometimes I sit down and I do courses. Sometimes you see that stuff in the corner there. That's a book that I write down my goals right there. Yeah? That's a book that I write down my goals for 2017 every single morning. Every single morning. Right? And I visualize it. I affirm it to myself. I believe that I'm going to achieve those goals that I write down in that book every single day. Right? What you also don't see is that that's only half of it. I do it at nighttime as well. Right? But I got that in my room next to my bed. So, look, focus on leadership, not tactics and strategies, right? Yeah, they're going to help you, but ultimately leadership is what's going to align you. It's going to bring people in to your business and what's going to keep them following you and allowing you to be successful in what it is that you really want to do. All right? So, look, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you've got any questions whatsoever, comment like you normally do. Give me a thumbs up if you got some sort of value from this video. I love bringing these videos to you. And if you want to keep it private, that's fine. Just inbox me and I'll be more than glad to help you out, all right? Thank you again for stopping by, for watching today's Business Boost on leadership. I'll catch you again tomorrow. Take care. Much love. I'll talk to you then.